I want to persevere, and I want to keep moving up a level, you know. I want to be a success for my moms, for my family. I want to be financially secure, and I want to be able to help a lot of people, and I want to be able to change my community, and I want to make my mark on the world.
Tupac was just himself, free to be him. He didn't care what nobody had to say about him. He was being himself. He was a sweet person, a kind person, but nobody could change his mind about the lyrics he wanted to write or the image he wanted to portray. He was just the person he wanted to be.
I'm focusing on changing the world, whatever I can do to achieve more, to be a better person, to make more money, and to get myself to a position in this business where I don't have to take as many orders, and I can give a few, and I can give back. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm setting out one lone young black male with the stack against me against the world, with about 30 cases that all getting dropped, and then I'm gonna take the world over.
Tupac was one of the first people to break Hollywood and do movies and whatever, sell 5 million records. It's hard for rap artists to do that, especially with it being his 3rd or 4th album. I think it's his 3rd album. But what I'm saying, it's hard to do your 3rd album and sell 5 million joints. If you in this rap game, you know what I'm talking about, you understand what I'm saying? And it's hard to get into movies and be a good actor at this, you know what I'm saying? I just think overall we lost one of the best artists in this little rap game it is.
I pray to God every night. I still do that. I just wanted, I wanted God to know that even though I was going through the worst of times, I still recognized Him as being something greater than myself, and that I'm not going to give up my faith just because it's going bad for me, because He was there when I was living good. So I just want Him to know that, you know, that I'm not no punk, I'm not soft-hearted, that when it gets bad, I'm going to be like, oh, I don't believe in God no more. I believe in God all the time, every day, all day, good and bad, rough and hard, 5 shots, jail time, everything, good time, $1 million, Benzes, all that. I always believe in God, because He gave it all to me.
The person I knew Tupac as, he was like very intelligent, and to me, like, society and people who always talk bad about him had the wrong vision of what kind of person he really was. I mean, everybody has done crazy things before or get put off in the wrong situations with the wrong type of people and wrong surroundings, but he's not a bad person. To me, I think he had a lot of sense, and he was very intelligent.
I guess that's what's frustrating and aggravating, that I can't live down this big shadow that I made to protect myself. Because it started out as just being, I need to get an alter ego to keep people away from me and to protect myself, which everybody does. You know, like when somebody breaks into your house and you know he's in the house, you wouldn't go in your real voice, excuse me, are you breaking in my house? You would go, hey, what you doing in my house? It's the same thing that I do, you know what I mean? If you're out in the wilderness and I'm just one sheep by myself, I wouldn't go, I want to say my next song, it's called, I would go, you know, woo, the world, you know what I mean? And that's worked, you know what I mean? And not that it's like a total facade, it's me, but it's just blown up.
When I first heard that Tupac was shot, and then like later on down the line they said that he had passed away, it was like real shocking. But I feel that what the Lord does is like put things in front of you to show you like lessons. I mean, like it goes back to even the Eazy-E thing, you know what I'm saying? It's like, because children, they look up, and not just children, but like people our age, I'm saying, they look up to the people that they see on the TV screen and what they hear. And I just think it was a big lesson, you know.
In retrospect, how would you say that your life has been? What would you say about your life? How would you define it?
I would say it's been like a test on my faith, you know what I'm saying? You know how, I guess his name was Job in the Bible, who God just did all of this crazy stuff to him just to make sure his faith was straight. And that's how it was. It made me, if I didn't have all of this stuff, I don't think that my feet would have been so firm to where I could stand up for anything, you know, and I would be less ready to deal with what's out there.
He's gonna be missed, you know what I'm saying, his music. I mean, the way I knew him, he was a sentimental cat, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't as hardline as everybody presented him.
He showed love to everybody he met. I don't care who they was, where they was from. East Coast, West Coast, wherever. You know what I mean? We had in More You Till I Join You, damn, I wish they would have known how much you love New York. And then after he passed, it was like, I wish he would have seen how much New York loved him.
Finally, I want to ask you about something that someone else asked you in the interview, and I thought the answer was interesting because I think it speaks to you and your generation a lot. Someone said, where do you see Tupac 10 years from now? You said, hey, I just want to be alive. That's real for you.
That's so real. I made a metamorphosis. I'm a new person today because I used to strongly and honestly, I feel like I could represent my generation so much because I honestly did not care whether I lived or died. But now I cannot die with people thinking I'm a rapist or a criminal. I can't leave until this shit's straight. You know, I'm not suicidal. I can't go until y'all really know what time it is. And then after that, boom, it's all over. And we can see, you know, how this shit fall. But that's how it is. And the reason being is because if I can't live free, if I can't live with the same respect as the next man, I don't want to be here. Because God has cursed me to see what life should be like. If God wanted me to be this person and be happy here, he wouldn't let me feel so oppressed. He wouldn't let me feel so trampled on. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't let me think the things I think. So I feel like I'm doing God's work. You know what I'm saying? Just because I don't have nothing to pass around for people to put money in the bucket don't mean I ain't doing God's work. I feel like I'm doing God's work. You know what I'm saying? Because these ghetto kids ain't God's children. And I don't see no missionaries coming through there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm doing God's work. While Reverend Jackson do his up in the middle class and he go to the White House and have dinner and pray over the president, I'm up in the hood, you know what I'm saying, doing my work with my folks. And just because I don't live there don't mean I don't go there. I got to go there because I can't hang nowhere else.